Hello cardboard lovers, it's Cardboard Badger here. I hope you're doing well, and today we have for you the financial results video of the Wilds of Eldraine set booster box opening. I opened a box a week ago on the release date of this set. Now we're going to have a look and see exactly what we got as far as value. We're going to break down exactly where the value was in an attempt to help you decide whether or not this is a purchase that you should be taking. Now, obviously, set boosters, in my opinion, are way more exciting than draft boosters because we've got the added chance of the list cards. We've got more chance of getting more rares and mythics. So out of the two, the set boosters, I always feel, is the way to go. They are a little bit more expensive. Here in the UK, I managed to get an absolute bargain and pay £105, which is roughly $130. So we are going to see whether or not we are going to make over $130 from this particular box. So we shall begin with the commons. We had 113, of which I'm not going to be pricing any at all, but we did have 12 in foil. Those 12 came in at $2.37, giving us a grand total of 125 commons and 237. Up next we have the uncommons. Again, not pricing these, but strangely we had exactly the same amount, 113. We also had exactly the same number of foils. We had 12. Those totaled up to $1.90, giving us a grand total of 125 uncommons at $1.90. Next, in the rare slot, we have 24. They came in at $13.87, and we had an additional 2 foils, those foils coming in at $3.72, giving us a grand total in the rare slot of 26 rares, coming in at $17.59. Next we have the mythics. We had 4 mythics coming in at $16.88. We had 0 in foil, making a grand total of 4 mythics at $16.88. Next, we have the commander cards. We had 3. They came in at $2.50, but luckily we also had 1 in foil. That happened to be Throne of Eldraine, which looks absolutely fantastic. That came in at the greatest price so far of the entire box, $13.06, giving us a grand total of 4 commander cards coming in at $15.56. Up next we have got the showcase cards, the Enchanting Tales. There were a total of 35, which came in at $33.06. The greatest card being the anime version of Bitter Blossom. We also had 2 foil cards. They came in at a miserable 39 cents, giving us a grand total of 37 Enchanting Tale cards, totaling $33.45. We also had a Planeswalker. Always good to get a Planeswalker from a box. We got 1. Unfortunately, the price of it is pretty dismal. It is $1.65. None in foil, just the 1 Planeswalker out of the entire box at $1.65. And next we've got the list cards. Always excited to pull a card from the list. Unfortunately, we had 7 of them, but they came in at a grand total of $1.02. We had none in foil, giving us 7 list cards at a very disappointing $1.02. As far as the lands go, the basic lands, we had 24. They came in total at $3.75. We did have 6 in foil as well. They totaled $1.06, giving us a grand total of 30 basic lands, 1 for each pack, at $4.81. And the non-basic lands, we had 8. They came in at $2.43. We had 0 in foil, giving us a grand total of 8 non-basic lands at $2.43. And finally, we've got the art cards. We have 28 art cards, regular. They came in at $8.63. We got 2 foil signature stamped art cards. they came in at 69 cents, giving us a grand total of 30 art cards, one for each pack, and that is $9.32, giving us a grand total of the entire box of $106.98. So I don't really know where to begin. Firstly, I was a little bit unsure of whether or not I should have purchased one of these in the first place. I always buy at least one box per standard set, and in the past, shall we say, I have bought multiple and thoroughly enjoyed opening the set boosters. On a positive side, I absolutely love the Enchanting Tale cards. The artwork is wonderful, but the actual value within these boxes, I have to say, is pretty grim. You've got the opportunity of pulling a couple of really, really nice cards, but the majority of the value happens to be coming from stuff that isn't actually standard legal. One of my best cards happened to be the Commander card, Throne of Eldraine. Luckily it was in foil. And then obviously I had the Anime Bitter Blossom. Without these two cards, this would have been the most appalling box I have probably opened in a long, long time. So, obviously it is up to you to decide whether or not you would like to purchase one of these, but I have to say, don't. I don't know what else to say. It feels a bit odd saying that though. Buy the singles, people, and if you happen to have bought one of these boxes, the set booster box, please let me know in the comments below what was your spiciest card. It would be great to hear that some people did get a couple of quality pulls, shall we say. Other than that, I'd just like to say I hope this video has helped you in some way, shape or form to decide whether or not to purchase one or stay clear and maybe save it for another set, or just buy the singles as I'd mentioned. And other than that, I'd just like to say thank you for watching, people, and we will see you again soon here on Cardboard Badger.